HTML is just all right. Uh, so we'll be looking at operators and expressions today in JavaScript. So operator is just like as I was explaining the last time, which day? On Wednesday. Today is Friday. Yeah. So as I was explaining, I said in just one at a time, just two, just three, they teach us operators and expression. Yeah. So arithmetic operators, right? They are mathematical calculations or operations that you perform on datas, each datas or each value. Let's put it as each value. So example now, you say let a equal to 10 and let b equal to 5, right? No, before I start down, uh let me quickly do a recap of what we look at on Wednesday. We look at variables, var, let, cost. I will say var you can var allow redeclaration and also it allow updating. Why let, now I'm talking about variable declaration now. Var, let are constant, they are variable declaration. Then var, you can redeclare it anytime you like, it will not throw an error. But let does not allow redeclaration, so it only allow updating. Then constant, constant will not allow redeclaration, it does not allow updating too. So in as much you say this thing is constant, like it is constant all throughout that programming file. Do you understand? Also that JavaScript file, you have already said this is constant, it is constant like forever. Then we also example look at the example. Var name equal to John, let age equal to 25, constant country equal to Nigeria. Then you can update the 25, you can update the age, you can set it to 26, 27, or anything that you like. You can also change the data type too of the the value, right? Now we also look at data types. We said string is an example of data type, number is another example of data type, boolean, long, undefined, object. Then we also look at some examples under data types too. Now today we'll be looking at operators and expression. So the first thing you have to know is that we have arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are those operators that you perform on values of each variable. Values, and remember I told you that the value is the one the other side. This is a variable declaration, this is a variable name, then this is a value. So arithmetic operators perform operations on these values. So for example now, if you say let a equal to 10 and let b equal to 5 and you want to add 10 and 5 together, instead of putting 10 and 5, you will just put a and b. You understand? Because this is a variable, we are dealing with a variable, but the operation is not on variable, it is on that variable values. But when you put a, which is the variable, that's, let me say, when you put variable a now, I put variable b, variable a automatically represents 10, variable b also represents what, 5. So when you do the addition now, you have a plus b, you get 15, not a and b. Do you understand? Let me, okay, we also look at how to check data type. data type last week or on Wednesday. So all right. All right, ID, you are welcome. Can you see my screen? Please confirm if you can see my screen.
Yeah.
ID, can you see my screen? ID, IG, IG, can you see my screen? Okay, 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 all right. All right, thank you. So we are looking at, so arithmetic operators, right? That's what we want to look at. We are talking about JavaScript operations and expression. And already, before you join, I said when you are performing arithmetic operators in JavaScript, you are dealing with the values, not the variable, because this is a variable and this is a variable. 10 and 5 are the values, right? And I believe that you have watched the previous video where we'll talk about data types, we'll talk about variables and variable declaration. So now this is a variable declaration. Let a equal to 10 and let b equal to 5. Let a equal to 10. Let is a variable declaration. A is a variable name. Then 10 is the value. Then let now b equal to 5. B is a variable name. Then 5 is the value. So when you are performing arithmetic operator, you are dealing with the values, not the variables. Do you understand? So now coming back to my VS code. Yes, sir. Coming back to my VS code. Oh, what's my name? Okay. Coming back to my VS code now, I want to perform some mathematical operations on these two variables. So the first one is I want to say I want to add this 10 and 5 together. For me to output it on my console or on my browser, I will say console.log a, yes sir, yes, yes sir, a plus b, or say c equals to a plus b, yes sir. So you say a plus b. Now a plus b, this a now represent 10 and b represent 5. Do you understand? So if I output it on my browser now, I'll get 15. Inspect, and I come to my console. Can you see the result? The result is 15. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, that when you are performing the when you are doing arithmetic operators, or you are performing any operation in JavaScript, you are using Can you still hear me? Hello?
Yes, yes, yes.
Alright. So you are using the values, not the variables. The variable just represent the values. B represent 5, A represents 10. So that's it. Then you can also perform another, let's say, multiplication now. Console.log A star B. You get you get 50. 50. You know, as one outcome that this one, you know what you're doing. I know that you are a programmer. I don't know. So you get 50. Okay. So we also have Python. Yeah. I don't know Python. This is what the register for. Yeah, what is register for? Yes. So we have a minus b, we have a times b, we have a divided by b. You understand? So these are mathematical expression that you can perform using JavaScript. On your own spare time, you can do a minus b, you can do a divided by b. You will get the answer. Now, comparison operators. Aside from arithmetic operator, we also have comparison operator. That is, you are comparing two values. Yes, sir. You are comparing two variables together. Which one is greater and which one is lesser? Now, for you to get the first sign is greater than. You are saying it 10 is greater than 5. When you do 10 is greater than 5, you will get what? 10 is greater than 5 now, normally is true, right? So you get true as the result. Then 10 is equal to this. This 10 now is, remember our data type. 10, this 10 you are seeing here now is a number. Why this 10? This other one that you are seeing here is a string. Do you understand? A string is anything that have double quote at the top. Do you get? Double quote at the top. So that tells you that this one is equal to this one, but it is true, but it is not actually true. It's not actually true, it is false. Then we also have 10 equal to look at when you look at this equal to now, the first one have double equal to, while the second one have triple equal to. In programming or in JavaScript, for you to have the accurate answer, to check the one that is equal to, you have to use triple sign. Triple equal to, that's the correct one. Why this other one is correct, but sometimes it's not always valid. So it is advisable you use the triple equal to. That's the most valid one. Do you understand? So what I will do is that I will say console. Now this one is logical, okay, comparison operator. So we have console.log console.log 10 greater than 5. True. Are you seeing it? It is true. Then we will say console.log console.log 5 greater than 10. You will get false. Yeah, this false because 5 is not greater than 10. You understand? Then console.log console.log 5 equal to 5, 5. Look at what it will show. It is false, false, because number integer is not equal to string. But if it is string now, you say 6, 6 equal to this. I'll give you true, because both of them are what? Both of them are string. But if you say, now let's try something different. True. Are you seeing it? It's true, because both of them are their what? They are integer. Integer. Now remember, if you want to check data type, there's a way to check your data type. Now I want to check the data type of this B now. This is a variable, right? So I want to check the data type. I'll say console.log type of B. It will tell you the data type number. Are you seeing it? So that's that for that. Then now checking for this now. This one is still the same thing as the one I just did. I say console.log. Let's say 10 equal to 10. What will I get? What will I get? Will I get true or false? Eh? Can you hear me? What will I get? I'll get false, because integer is not equal to string. So that's that for our comparison operator. Then we also have logical operators. Just to check if, now we have true and false, right? True, false. If one of them is false, the result will be false. If one of them is true, the result will be what? If that's using, or this is an operator. Remember this, all these mathematical this we used to do now. Yes, 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 yes,
That's zeros and one now. True is true. True is one. False is zero. Tell am like that.
okay,
When you will tell the teacher
okay,
to get the answer.
okay.
Yeah.
So let's move to basic input and output using console.log. Like what I've been using ever since. This console.log is to output something on your browser for you to see the result. So all this console.log, console.log, console.log. Every program language have their own way of outputting something on the browser. For PHP now, PHP use echo. For Python, I think Python use print. For C sharp, you use console.log write line. For uh, for Golang use print link, print link, something like this. fmt dot print.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugeli,
Which school you go?
Data Science University,
Where?
Abraka, Ole
Where
Campus,
you graduate?
2024.
You be young graduate too. I dey with you people now.
Eh,
I be the first
okay. So, I hope you guys are following Sha.
So you know this guy. You know what do you mean? To worry, agent.
in only campus.
Yeah. On the campus with me.
Yes, sir.
Engineering.
Yes, yes.
Not engineering, make campus. So
Okay.
you compare engineering.
No, electrical engineering
Why you call it going to
because I like it now.
Naye money again now? I understand. So you dey do debe,
Yes.
do dev op,
No, I create websites.
the website you dey create.
Yes.
But you for dey do as you be engineering, you for go into data analysis, data science
Okay.
and analytics. Because as you engineering, you go dey very the
Then at least can you tell him it's a recorded class, please? We have other things to do.
Okay, okay, sorry, sorry. So I'm recording this. So let's continue. Now let's console.log is used to display output in the browser console. You understand? Now let's look at practical example. Although some we will be doing a practical sha, but this is a practical example for um, this class. So first of all, I want to do a practical example for variable, right? Now for variable now, we have a variable declaration let.
Sorry, please, you didn't explain the the operators. You just brushed through it. You didn't really go in details about.
Okay, logical operator. All right. So it's something easy now. Like consider like you are trying to check. Now look at this and this and operator. This is a and operator. This is or operator, right? This and operator now means that if one of them is false, true and false. If one of them is false, the result will be false. True or false. If one of them is true, say it is or, the result will be true. Do you get? Then this sign is not, it means this is not true. It is not true. So if you want to get the results, and the result will be false, because this sign, this sign here means not true. Not true. Do you get? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Ehen. But oya, let me just come and put it on my VS code for you to see it. Are you seeing this now? False. That's the result. Because it's what? It is, one of them is false. So since one of them is false and it is and, it means that the result will be false. Then if it is all now, console.log true or false, false, it will give you true. You understand? This sign, let me write this sign. This sign is in your laptop. Oh. At the top, those numbers. If you check number 7 now, my laptop it is on number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you do shift then 7. That's if you want to write that sign, that and operator. You do shift 7. That's what it will give you, this and operator. Do you understand? Now for the other one, console.log not. This not sign is on number 1. So you do shift not then true. It will give you false. It will give you false. It will give you false. But if opposite is the case now, let's say false, it will give you what? It will give you true. I seen it.
Yes.
So that's logical operator. Then I've explained this one before now. Is to output something on the browser. Okay, let me explain this example. So we have two variable declaration. One of them is name, then the other one is age, right? So we say let name equal to Ada and let age equal to 25. Now, what we want to do is that look at it to console.log. My name is then plus name. This name is coming from where? It's coming from this place, which represents Ada. Do you understand? So if I output it now, I will now get my name is Ada. Same thing also apply to the second one. Console.log I am plus age. The age is what? 22 years old. So if I output this one now on the browser, I'll get I am 22 years old. You get?
Yes.
Let me let's say let name equal to Bernard. Let age equal to Bernard. Then let age equal to 25. Do you understand? Now I want to now I'll say console.log string, right? Then my name is plus my variable name, which is Bernard. Now if you notice, I put a space in this place, so that the reason why I put this space now, so that if the sentence is coming out, there will be a space between this is and this variable, which is Bernard. Do you understand? But if I do it like this now, let me output it so that you can see it. Look at it. My name is Bernard. Are you seeing it? There's no space. But if I put this space here, I'll get my name is Bernard. Are you seeing it? That's I'm using this thing that I just did now is called concatenation. Concatenation. So I'm adding a variable to a string using this plus sign. So I added Bernard now as a variable. Remember, this variable name represent what? Represent the value. So I add it to what? To the string. This is a string. Do you understand? Then also my age. My age is
I don't go. Go do the 90 for that. Yes, sir. Okay.
my age is then plus the variable name age. Alright. My name is Bernard. Also my name is what? My age is what? Is 25. Do you get? So even these two sentences now, even these two sentences, I have added it together using the plus sign. Now this is the beauty of it, right? Because the reason why we're able to understand this one is because we have done this arithmetic operator before. Do you understand? Which is concatenation. Then coming back to our example, this example now is something you can actually like try out. I've sent the file on the group chat already. So on your own time, spare time now, you can just try it out. That's one of the best way to learn. You try things out on your own. Do you get? And it's just basically of what we have done before. Almost everything that we have done before. So that's all for uh, variable operators and expression, data types, and variables. Then there's something I want to say. Now, for beginners, right, you have to know that you use let for changed values. When you know that this value will be changed later, use let for it. Then use constant for a fixed values. Then know your data types very well. Use operator to perform calculations and comparison. Then use console.log to display output. Yeah. So now the difference between let and constant in JavaScript comes down to reassignment and mutability. So one of the key difference is that for let value can be changed. Like maybe for this example now that we look at that first day, the initial value is 25, right? The initial value is 25. Then we now let give us the privilege of changes values. We now change the values to what? 26. So now when we output it, it shows the updated value, which is 26. Then constant constant value cannot be reassigned after redeclaration. So you cannot say constant country, constant laptop equal to HP. Then you now say constant laptop again, constant laptop again equal to Dell. It's not possible. Do you get? It is not possible at all. It will throw an error. Uncaught syntax error. Laptop has already been declared. Do you understand? So you cannot redeclare it and you cannot reassign it. That's simply different between let and constant. Then notes, object and array. Okay, object and array too, they are also another type of data type. They are other, yeah, they are type of data type. Because even though constant cannot be reassigned, object and array can still be modified. Example, for this object and data type, is something I want to teach separately. Let's leave this like this. May not go to let's come to the other one. Now, JavaScript module 2, control flow. This control flow, under control flow, we have conditionals and loops. Control flow, conditionals and loops. Please remember that this thing I shared with you now. I said we'll be looking at conditionals. So now we are now in conditionals. Introduction. Control flow decides. Shall I this is the record like this? All right. Thank you. Yeah, so control flow decide which code to run and how many times in a program. So the important of this control flow in programming is that one of them is conditional, right? So for example now, let me say let me use light and fan. That's NEPA lights and fan. So you know that you cannot put on your fan without electricity. Do you understand? You cannot put on your fan without electricity. So that says that you are now saying that if there's no electricity or if there's no NEPA light, your fan cannot come up, or you cannot put on your fan. That's condition. The condition is that NEPA must bring light for your fan to come up. Do you get? So that's control flow. Control flow decide which code to run and how many times in a program. So you are not saying that something must happen first before your code will run. There must be light first before your fan will on. The condition is there must be light first. That's the condition. Then your fan to run is the what? Is the code. Do you get? Now conditionals allow us to run different block of code depending on what? Conditions. Conditionals allow us to run different blocks of code depending on conditions. Now we have different type of conditionals. We have if conditionals. We have else if conditionals. Let me show you. First one is if conditionals. The other one is else if conditionals, which is this one. Then we also have switch conditional. Then yeah, we have if conditional, we have else if conditional, f if sorry, if else conditionals, if else. Then we also have else if conditional. You understand? So these are the type of conditional we have. So one of them is if conditional, the other one is if else conditional, then else if conditional, then switch conditional. Yeah, that's it. Now if conditional, now what it does is that it checks a condition. If the condition is true, the block of code will do what? Will run. Okay, let me just put it like this. You know this if now, it's still the same thing as this if else. So what we will actually have is that we have if else, then we have else if, then we also have switch. Yeah, we have if else, we have else if, we have switch. So this if else now check if the conditional is true before before the block of code will run. Therefore else if provide another condition if the first one fails. So for example now you say if NEPA bring light, let my fan come up. Then the first one fail, which is NEPA not bring light. Then you now check again, which is this else if now. Now say if NEPA bring light but my current low, if NEPA bring light, that's one condition. Then okay, let's do it like this. First of all, if NEPA bring light, right, let my fan come up. Now NEPA no come bring light but I get solar. Now if NEPA no bring light, let my solar come up. If NEPA no bring light and my solar get energy, let my fan come up. That's this else if statement now. This else if statement now comes up when your solar is what? Is available. That's NEPA don fail us. Normally NEPA dey fail us for Nigeria. The only alternative wey we get na solar. That's else if. Then the other one, the last one is switch. Switch is a cleaner way to test multiple exact values. Multiple exact values. I no fit use word to explain this one unless I use code to explain am. That's when you now get it well. So let's go to our VS code. So let's do the first one. First of all, you define your variable. You say let, or you can use var, you can use constant, you can use var, you can use let, you can use constant. But I want to use let, right? So let temperature, let temperature equal to 30, right? Let temperature equal to 30. Then if this if now, look at it too. Shey when I write if just now, e show this thing abi. If, right? Then there's still if I seen it. So the first one is this. If is that if the condition now, when you are writing your if else statement, your condition will always be inside this normal bracket. That's where your condition will be. Then your code will be inside here. Code to do what? Code to run will be here. Condition will be here. Code to run will be here. The same thing. Condition will be here. Code to run will be here. So if the condition is, if this condition now is false, right? What will now run is this. You understand? That diving into JavaScript small small o. I hope it's very sweet and interesting. Use not CSS and HTML. Hey, if you don't enjoy it before, better start enjoying it now. Because this is the basic of everything. Even in React, you need JavaScript. So anything that you are finding difficult, now that we are at the beginning, ask question o. So if condition is what? Is 30, code to run. So let's say temperature abi. Look at the condition now. If temperature is greater than 35, you dey see why I first talk about variable, because you first now you declare a variable, then you now store a value inside the variable, and you are now using that value now to check. You are now using that value now as a condition. You are now saying if temperature is greater than 35, then do something. So you now say if temperature is greater than 35, then console.log console.log this place is too hot. This place is too hot. You understand? This place is too hot. So what I'll do is I understand. Are you in the wrong? What's going on? Wait, I'm coming. I want to share something. Oh, there is something wrong. Well, let me write this here. Let's see. Already be declared. Artificial reality. So why is not showing? It's not supposed to show. Eh, what's happening? So let temperature equal to 30, right? This is a variable declaration. Hmm? From our previous knowledge of variable declaration. So you really dey fall for here o. So I hope you are hearing me sha. Alright. Temperature is less than what? 35. Okay, look at what happened. Look at what happened. Temperature is greater than 35, right? It should not show anything. Unless you now say S, then that's a console.log. This one is temperature is greater than 35. So if temperature is greater than 35, right, it will show this. Okay, let me use this place is very hot. This place is very hot. Do you understand now? The condition is that, look at it too. We are saying temperature should be 30 degree Celsius, right? Now we are now checking if the temperature is greater than 35. If the temperature is greater than 35, normally before, the condition should be this. The condition should be, because 30 is less than 35 now. So that means that if 30 is less than 35, now this one now go show, because it is true. This condition is true. But now they are not saying that temperature is what is greater than 35, which is false. And since it is false, this one will not run. The one that will run is the one that comes after it, which is the S part, according to what is here. If condition is true, this one will run. Else if the condition is false, if the first condition is false, this block of code will run, which is the else part. That's what will run. Do you get? Let me explain. Let me come again. Let temperature equal to 30. If temperature is greater than 35, which is false, 30 is not greater than 35, this one will not run. Do you understand? But assuming temperature is less than 35 now, which is 30 is less than 35, which is true, what will run is this. Is that clear? But since the condition is that temperature is greater than 35, what will now, which is now false, what will now run is the other part of S. This what will run. How you are getting it? Okay, we have 15 minutes left. All right. So how we get it? Then we also have another part that's talk about if else if. Remember I say else if provide another condition if the first condition would do what? Fails. Provide another condition if the first condition fails. Now look at it. First one, if temperature is greater than 35, consider the law what? This. Else if temperature is greater than 20, are you seeing it? Another what? Another condition. So let's say, let's not use this one. Let's use this one. If if s no if if now if the first condition is what? Is this. Then we have this, right? S if another condition 32. I want to use this to explain two things or three things together. Then we still have s. I'm coming. I want to share something. All right. So, assuming we still have this like this now, we have something like this. Yeah, this one now is 20. Before our 15 minutes to reach. So, what I want to explain is that so if temperature is greater than 35, remember the temperature is what? 30. This condition is false. Normally 30 is greater than 35. 30 is 35 is sorry. 30 is not greater than 35. So this condition, this way of code will not run, can never run at all. Now else if oh, then don't push it to that's what it is. It's already for you get push it for this one is better to get this day now. Now come give me fan. Uh, Temperature is greater than 35. Remember the temperature is what? 30. 30 can never be greater than 32. So the condition is still what? Is still false. So now this thing now you are saying that the first one check for the first condition, it is false. But assuming here is 20, look at what will happen. Okay. This condition is still false. Assuming here is 20, look at this is what it will display. This condition is not false anymore. Are you seeing it? Because here now when the condition check, you now check for here, you now say oh omo 30 is really greater than 20 oh, it will now do what? It will now output this one. But assuming this one still remain 32 or 31, it will move forward, it will come to this side, it will check again. If you see say omo this one big oh, it will not work, it will now come to this side. When you now come to this side, you now see say this one will work oh, because 30 is greater than 20, it will now output this one. But assuming all these conditions are not true, let's say here is 31, here is 32, and here is 33. So assuming, so the thing is that it will first check this one, you see say omo this condition no true, it will jump this one, it will jump it will come to this side, it will check this condition again. If you observe that the condition is not true, it will jump it and come to this side. If you check this one, see say this one dey true, it will now do what? It will now output this one. But when you now check, you now see that omo this one is not true, or let's say 31, it will now do what? It will now output this one. Do you understand? It will output this one. Since all the other conditions is false. Sorry oh for my typo error. This one also be since all the conditions are false. Right? This one will be what? This one will work. This one will work. So you get the logic abi. The logic is very simple. It's just to check condition. If the condition is true, output it. If the condition is not true, jump it, jump and pass. Remember those small thing wey we dey do that time now? Jump and pass, e jump me pass. So you go jump this one, jump am till if you notice any one dey true, It will just do what? It will just come to this side. That's it. So this is where we'll stop for today. We have looked at conditionals, right? For conditional now, we have looked at if else, and we have also looked at else if statement. Do you get? So on Monday, which is next week, we'll now look at this other part, switch. We'll look at switch. Then we'll now look at loop. Then we'll now look at break and continue on Monday. Yeah. So do you have any question? You have any question? No question. All right. I will beg you, practice all these things that we have done today. Practice them. Practice them. It will not take up to 2 hours for you to practice them. 1 hour sef, 2 hours sef, you are done. Just keep learning, keep practicing. You will get it. Do you understand? Yeah. So see you guys on Monday. Bye.